Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Vihari, Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha, Jaya Girivaradhari.
Jai Radha Madhava, Jai Kunja Vihari, Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha, Girivaradhari.
Jaya Radha Madhava,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. So, very warm welcome to all of you for today's session on the Srimad Bhagavatam. We'll start our session with the prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naran Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtaprayeshva Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtiki. So, in the previous session, in this chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, in this chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, this 26th chapter of the third canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, we are discussing about the 24 elements of creation, the how these 24 elements are present in this material nature and how they are manifested in this material creation. Bhagwan Kapil, he is explaining to Mother Devahuti that the description of Pradhan and Prakriti. We discussed in our previous session that material energy in unmanifest state is called Pradhan and material energy in manifest state is called Prakriti. But there are 24 elements which are always present in unmanifest state in this material energy. And these 24 elements were described by Bhagwan Kapil in the previous session. Now, today we'll begin our discussion with text 15, Shloka number 15 of the 26th chapter of the third canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Etavaneva sankhyato brahmana sagunasya sannivesho maya prokto yah kala panchavimshakah. एतावान एव संख्यातो ब्रह्मण सगुणस्य सन्निवेशो मया प्रोक्तो यः कालः पंचविंशकः. Translation: all these are considered the qualified Brahman. The mixing element, which is known as time, is counted as the 25th element. Now you see, so we discussed about the 24 elements, but these 24 elements did not include time factor, right? In the previous session, we discussed about the 24 elements. Now, which are these 24 elements? The five Panch Mahabhut, The first five elements are the Panch Mahabhut, which are earth, water, fire, air, ether. They are Panch Mahabhut. Okay. Then there are five objects of the senses. Which are those? So, sound, touch, form, taste, and smell. Okay. After that, there are five Gyanendriyas or knowledge acquiring senses. Okay. Which are those? Eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin. These are five knowledge acquiring senses which are called Gyanendriyas. Then there are five Karmendriyas. Karmendriya means working senses. Which are those? So, hands, legs, speech, rectum, and genital. Okay. After that, there are four subtle senses or subtle elements of the creation. That is Man, Buddhi, Ahankar, and Chetasaha. Ashuddha Chetasaha. That means mind, intelligence, false ego, and contaminated consciousness. So these are the 24 elements which are present in unmanifest state, always in Pradhan. But there is 25th element also. Okay. And that 25th element is the time factor. Okay. That 25th element is the time factor. And that's what Bhagwan Kapil is saying here. You see. So what is he saying? एतावान एव संख्यातो ब्रह्मण सगुणस्य. So what is Bhagwan Kapil saying here? That एतावान एव संख्यातो. Sankhyato means according to number, they are 24 in number and they are Brahmana Sagunasya. They are Saguna Brahman. Saguna Brahman. Okay. Saguna Brahman. Remember this word, we'll discuss it. Okay. And then he says, Sannivesho Maya Prokto. Sannivesho Maya Prokto. That means that these 24 elements are arranged and Maya Prokto, I have spoken about it, my dear mother. Yah Kala Panchavimshaka. But there is another element which is there in this material energy, and that is Panchavimshakaha. Panchavimshakaha means 25th element. Vimshaka means 20 and Panch means 5. So 25th element, which is Kalaha. Kala means time element. Okay. So these 24 elements of the material energy, these are present in Pradhan, in unmanifest state. Okay. They all become manifest. If you remember, we discussed that material energy in unmanifest state is called Pradhan, and in manifest state it is called as Prakriti. So this Pradhan becomes Prakriti because of time element. How it happens, we'll discuss in the next shloka. But this we must know that this Pradhan becomes Prakriti because of time factor, time element. And who is time element? What is time element? Time element or Kal Shakti is directly representation of the Supreme Lord, Krishna. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that Kalosmi Bharatarshava. He says that I am time. Kalo Asmi, I am time. So time means representation of Krishna, a special expansion of Krishna. Time element is an expansion of Krishna, just like Paramatma. So time element is basically one of the expansions of Paramatma. Paramatma means Shirodakshayi Vishnu, right? So time element is expansion of Lord Shirodakshayi Vishnu. Okay. So here in this shloka, the word which is used by Bhagwan Kapil is Sagunasya, Brahmana Sagunasya cha. He says Saguna Brahman. So Brahman or Brahma, as we know, in Sanskrit it is called Brahma, and in English when we pronounce it, it becomes Brahman. But they both are the same. So Brahma, as we know, is the energy of Krishna, the energy or the effulgence which emanates from the body of Krishna is Brahman or Brahma. Okay. Now, this whole manifestation is present because of Brahman. That is why in the Vedic aphorism it is said that Sarvam Khalu Idam Brahma. Eko Brahma Dvitiyo Nasti. There is only one Brahma and there is no second to Brahma. What does it mean? That this is the original and the energy which emanates from the body of Krishna. And Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that Tasmin Garbham Dadhamyaham in the 14th chapter. So, this Brahman is the energy of Krishna. Now, Sagun Brahman means when this energy of Krishna, Brahman. So, as we know that everything is present and everything has emanated because of this energy of Krishna, which is Brahma. So, Brahma, when it is not contaminated by the three modes, that is called Nirgun Brahman. Nirgun means there is no manifestation of three modes. Right? Nirgun means there is no manifestation of the three modes. Okay. Because Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita, he talks about it. You want to see? Let me take you to the verse in the Bhagavad Gita. You can all see on your screen. In Bhagavad Gita, in the 14th chapter, Krishna talks about Brahma. In the 14th chapter, the third shloka, you can see on your screen. You see. What is Lord Krishna saying here? You see. Mama yonir mahad brahma tasmin garbham dadhamyaham sambhavah sarvabhutanam tato bhavati bharata. So what is Lord Krishna saying here? Mama yonir mahad brahma. Mama yoni. Mama means my. And yoni means source. I am the source. From me it emanates. From me it is created. What is created? Mahad Brahma. Mahad Brahma. So Mahat Brahma means Mahat Tattva, which is the material energy. So this total, so Krishna is telling Mama Yonir. So my creation is from me, this is created. What is created? This whole material energy. And it is called Yonir Mahad Brahma. Yoni means the source, and the source is Krishna. So that's why Krishna is saying in the Bhagavad Gita that mama yonir mahad brahma tasmin garbham dadhamyaham. Garb means the pregnant woman. Pregnant women, they have garb. And ultimately, if you see in the Brahma Samhita also, Lord Brahma says that from, Lord Brahma talks about Garbhodakshai Vishnu. So, Garb means the navel of Lord Garbhodakshai Vishnu. But here in this shloka, Lord Krishna is saying that Tasmin Garbham Dadhamyaham, that I make this material energy pregnant. You see, Mama Yonir Mahad Brahma Tasmin Garbham Dadhamyaham. That I am the source of this material energy and I make this material energy pregnant. Now, who is material energy? Who is material energy? In the Brahma Samhita, Lord Brahma says. Lord Brahma says that Shrishti Sthiti Pralaya Sadhana Shakti Reka Chayeva Yasya Chayeva Yasya. This material energy is Chaya energy. Chaya means it's shadow potency of Chayeva Yasya Bhuvanani Vibharti Durga. Okay. Srishti Sthiti Pralaya Sadhana Shakti Reka. Ek Shakti. That energy is one. But its shadow potency is called Durga Devi. So who is the original energy? The original energy is Radharani. Right? The original energy is Srimati Radharani. So Radharani is in charge of everything. All the energies of Krishna is controlled by Srimati Radharani. And her shadow potency is Durga Devi. In the Brahma Samhita it is mentioned. Or we can say Mother Parvati. So what is Krishna saying? Mama yonir mahad brahma tasmin garbham dadhamyaham. In the 14th chapter, the third shloka of the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna is telling that mama yonir mahad brahma tasmin garbham dadhamyaham, that I am the source of this material energy and I make this material energy pregnant. Now in the Brahma Samhita there is another shloka where Lord Brahma talks about Lord Shiva. So what does he say? That Shiram yatha dadhi vikar vishesha yogat संजायते नहीं ततः पृथक अस्ति हेतो यश शंभुताम अपि तथा समुपैति कार्यात् गोविंदमादि पुरुषम तमहम भजामि. So what is Lord Brahma saying? That Shiram yatha dadhi. Shiram means milk. Yatha means just like. Okay. Shiram yatha dadhi vikar. Just like in milk, there is vikar. When there is vikar in milk, there is vikar means basically some transformation. So when milk gets transformed, it gets transformed. Vikar. When there is vikar in milk, when there is transformation of milk, it turns into dadhi. Dadhi means dahi, yogurt or curd. Okay. So when there is vikar, when there is some you can say transformation of milk, it gets transformed into yogurt, it gets transformed into curd. Okay. Shiram yatha dadhi vikar vishesh yogat. Vishesh yogat. You see, vishesh yogat. When there is a special yoga, when there is a special union, vishesh yogat. Vishesh means when there is qualitative union. Okay. Very important shloka. You can all refer to Brahma Samhita. Okay. So in Brahma Samhita, Lord Brahma, he's saying that Shiram Yatha Dadhi Vikaran, just like milk, when there is transformation in milk, it gets transformed into Dadhi. Dadhi means curd or yogurt. But Vishesh Yoga, Vishesh means quality, qualitative. Yoga means union. So when there is qualitative union, remember this word, Vishesh Yoga, okay? Then Lord Brahma says, Shiram yatha dadhivikara Vishesh Yoga sanjayate nahi tatah पृथक अस्ति हेतु संजायते संजायते मीन्स creation or you can say manifestation. So संजायते नहीं ततः पृथक अस्ति नहीं ततः संजायते नहीं ततः पृथक अस्ति. पृथक means separated or different. Now milk, from milk, transformation of milk becomes curd, okay, yogurt. In one sense, curd is a transformation of milk. So in one sense, we can say that they are similar because both are product of the same element, but still there is difference, isn't it? Why? Because there is Vishesh Yog, there is a special interaction. It's not that milk automatically gets transformed into curd. No. When there is a special transformation, when there is a special association of some chemical, then milk gets transformed into curd. Okay. So, संजायते नहीं ततः पृथक अस्ति हेतु. यह शंभुताम अपि तथा. तथा, तथा means similarly. So similarly, यह शंभुताम अपि तथा समुपैति कार्यात्. So for a samupayati means for the purpose of material creation, Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Lord Brahma says, I worship that Govind, I worship Krishna, who for a special function of this material creation, he transforms himself into Shambhu, Lord Shiva. Okay. Those who don't have proper knowledge, those who don't have proper knowledge from parampara, you see, this is the importance of parampara. This is the importance of receiving knowledge from authorities. When we receive knowledge from authorities, then we receive bona fide knowledge. Okay. Receiving knowledge from authorities means receiving bona fide knowledge. Otherwise, there are people, in fact, in history, there have been instances where Vaishnavas and Shaivites used to fight with each other. Just imagine. Those who are Vaishnavas and those who are Shaivites, Shaivites means devotees of Lord Shiva, they used to fight with each other. But in one sense, Lord Shiva is a transformation of Lord Vishnu for the purpose of samupati karya, for the purpose of samupati. Samupati means for the purpose of executing this material energy, just like milk with a special association, Vishesh Yogat. Remember this word, Vishesh Yogat. Vishesh Yogat means qualitative union. Qualitative union. Remember this word, okay? So for the purpose of material, for the purpose of running this material energy, for the purpose of Manifesting this material energy, the Supreme Lord, he transforms himself into Shambhu or Lord Shiva. When? Because of qualitative union. Now, what is the meaning of qualitative union? So, let us see this shloka of Bhagavad Gita, which we were discussing first. So, what is Lord Krishna saying in Bhagavad Gita in the 14th chapter, the third shloka? Mama yonir mahad brahma tasmin garbham dadhamyaham. I make this material energy pregnant, although this material energy is my energy. This is Krishna. This is what Krishna is saying. So, how Krishna makes this material energy pregnant? By qualitative union. Now, do you understand what Lord Brahma is saying? Vishesh Yoga. When there is qualitative union. Now, what is qualitative union? What is the meaning of qualitative union? Quality means the three modes of material nature. Now, Lord Vishnu never ever comes under the influence of the three modes. So, Lord Vishnu never associates with the three modes of material energy. Okay. Lord Vishnu is always with Mother Lakshmi. Okay. Now, Mother Lakshmi is expansion of Radharani. So, when Krishna expands as Narayan, Radharani expands as Mahalakshmi. When Narayan expands as Vishnu or Mahavishnu, then Mother Mahalakshmi, she expands as Lakshmi. Now, Mother Lakshmi basically represents, she is basically the controller of the spiritual energy or Vaikuntha, or you can say Brahma. Radharani, she is the original Lakshmi, Adi Lakshmi, she is called, right? So, Adi Lakshmi, she is the controller of this whole material, not material, all the energies of Krishna is controlled by Srimati Radharani. She is in charge of all the energies of Krishna. Okay. But her shadow potency is Durga Devi. This material creation, this material energy is shadow potency of Radharani. Okay. Now she is called Parvati or Durga Devi. Now, Lord Vishnu never associates with material energy. He is always beyond the three modes. Right? He is never qualitative. Lord Vishnu is never in qualitative function. Qualitative means Vishesh Yoga. That means he never associates with the three modes. So now if three modes have to, because the separation between Mother Lakshmi, or you can say the internal potency of Krishna, which is represented by Radharani, and her expansion is Mother Lakshmi. So the difference between internal energy of Krishna and external energy of Krishna. Now, external energy represents material energy. Okay. So the difference between spiritual energy of Krishna and material energy of Krishna is the three modes. The three modes. Okay. That means that in material energy, there is presence of three modes. In spiritual energy, there is no presence of three modes. There are no three modes. They are not there. Sattvagun, Rajogun, Tamogun are not there in spiritual energy. So, which gun is there in spiritual energy? So, in spiritual energy, quality is there. But there is only one quality. What is that? Vishuddha Sattva or Vasudeva Sattva. Everyone is in the spiritual energy. Every living entity is imbued with the quality of Krishna. Their quality is like Krishna, Krishnized. Every aspect in the spiritual energy is Krishnized. So there is only one quality which is Krishna's quality, which is called Vasudeva, Sattvam Vishuddham Vasudeva Shabditam. That means there is Sattva. but that is Vishuddha Sattva. So there is only one quality in the spiritual energy, and that is Vishuddha Sattva, which is also called Vasudeva Shabditam, Vasudeva Tattva. Because every aspect of spiritual energy is Krishnized. So there is no material quality. Okay. So Lord Vishnu never associates with matter. Matter means three modes. Spirit, when contaminated by three modes, becomes matter. Okay. Everything connected with Krishna is spirit. Everything disconnected from Krishna is matter. Okay. So, what does it mean? That spirit, when contaminated with three modes, becomes matter. Or when spirit gets disassociated with from Krishna, it is matter. It becomes material. So now Lord Vishnu never touches, or he never associates with matter. He is always beyond the three modes. And same is the case with the controller of the energies of Lord Vishnu, which is Mother Lakshmi. So now this material energy is qualitative energy of Krishna, which is, that's what he is saying, you see. Mam yonir mahad brahma. Mahad brahma means qualities come, the three modes come. Tasmin garbham dadhamyam. But then Lord Krishna is saying that I impregnate this material energy. I make this material energy pregnant. Now this material energy is Mother Parvati or Durga Devi. So to impregnate, to make her pregnant, Lord Vishnu transforms himself into Lord Shiva. There is a Vishesh Yoga, there is a qualitative, special transformation. Okay. Sambhavah sarvabhutanam. So Lord Krishna is telling in the Bhagavad Gita that Sambhavah sarvabhutanam tato bhavati bharata. Sambhava sarva bhutanam. So he is saying that mam yonir mahad brahm tasmin garbham dadhamyaham. So I make this material energy pregnant and sambhava sarva bhutanam, and that's how all the living entities are created. That's how all the living entities enter into this material energy. Tato bhavati bharata. That's how all the living entities come into this material energy. That's how they are created. Okay. So, how does Lord Vishnu impregnate this material energy when he gets transformed as Lord Shiva? Lord Vishnu's transformation is Lord Shiva, right? So, how he transforms or how he impregnates this material energy? Now, let us come back to the shloka that we were discussing in Srimad Bhagavatam. You see, so now in this shloka, we were discussing about एतावान एव संख्यातो ब्रह्मण सगुणस्य च सगुण ब्रह्मन सगुण ब्रह्म निर्गुण ब्रह्म and saguna brahma. Brahma means, as we have discussed, Krishna's, the energy which emanates from Krishna, and the controller of that energy is Radharani. Okay, that is called Brahma, and everything is an emanation from Brahma. Everything is because of the source of everything, whatever, whether it is material or spiritual, everything is because of the original energy of Krishna, which is controlled by Radharani, and that energy is called Brahma. This we should be very clear about. Okay. Now, Brahma is the spiritual energy of Krishna. Now, from Brahma, or you can say within Brahma, a very small aspect of Brahma or very small part of that spiritual potency of Krishna, when Krishna desires, when living entities, they become, when some living entities, they become averse to the orders of Krishna, or when they disobey the orders of Krishna, then Krishna desires to create material energy. And as soon as Krishna desires to create this material energy, because Krishna has desired, so who will fulfill that desire? Radharani. So Radharani expands herself as material energy, Chaya Shakti. The shadow potency of Radharani gets created, which is Durga Devi or Mother Parvati. And that's how this material energy starts. Okay. Now, when this material energy starts or when it begins, that is why in material energy there is beginning, right? In spiritual energy there is no beginning. It is anadi. There is no one. It's eternal. There is no beginning. But in material energy there is beginning. Why? Because Krishna desires to create this material energy. Now, when he desires to create this material energy, that takes form of time element. That desire of Krishna to create material energy. Why Krishna desires to create material energy? Because there are some living entities who disobey the orders of Krishna, or they misuse their freedom, free will. So to transform them, to transform polluted living entities, he creates this material energy. This material energy is not created so that we live here eternally. No. This material energy is created so that we come here, we get transformed and go back to our original energy, which is Vaikuntha, spiritual energy of Krishna. Okay. So now, as soon as Krishna desires to create this material energy, time element comes into existence. In spiritual energy, there is no time. Why? Because there is no beginning. But in material energy, there is beginning. Why? Because Krishna desired. There was a time when Krishna desired. So that's where t is equal to 0 starts. In mathematics, they say t is equal to 0, but they don't know what is t is equal to 0. That t is equal to 0 is when Krishna desired to create this material energy for transformation of living entities who became polluted or who misused their free will. Okay. Now, when this, so time element starts, that is the beginning of time. So, desire of Krishna creates time, and time is one of the expansion of Krishna. That is why we say Mahakal. They say no, Mahakal. So, when Krishna desires this material energy, along with time, everything simultaneously happens. We were discussing, no? Just now we were discussing in the previous shlokas also that 24 elements get created. There is Pradhan, there is Prakriti. All this happens simultaneously, very quickly. Very quickly, all this happens simultaneously, one after another, one after another. It happens. So, because time is not present in the spiritual world, it is present in material world. Okay. So, that represents, so that is the time element is basically one of the manifestation of or one of the expansion of Krishna. So, to run this material energy or to the desire of Krishna is manifested in this material energy by time element. So, that's what here we see. Etavaneva sankhyato brahmana sagunasya. So there is Sagun Brahma, and there is Nirgun Brahma. So Nirgun Brahma is the spiritual energy of Krishna, where there is no presence of the three modes. There is presence of mode. There is only one quality which is not contaminated by these three qualities. Okay. What that quality is called? Vishuddha Sattva. Because every aspect of spiritual energy is Krishnized. So there is no presence of the three modes. But the three modes come into existence along with time factor when Krishna desires to create this material energy. In the beginning state, in the beginning stage, this material energy is in unmanifest form. Unmanifest form means it is just a desire of Krishna. It is just a desire of Krishna to create this material energy. So it is in unmanifest form. And then when Krishna enters into this material energy as time, then this whole material energy becomes manifest. And that's when Pradhan becomes Prakriti. Pradhan becomes Prakriti. Vishnu gets transformed into Lord Vishnu gets transformed into Lord Shiva. And Mother Lakshmi gets transformed into Mother Parvati. And Pradhan becomes Prakriti. So, and that is the beginning of T is equal to 0, time element. Right? So, Sannivesho Maya Prokto Yah Kala Panchavinshaka. So, the 25th element, that's why is time, time factor, time element, Kala Shakti of Krishna. So, in this material world, the most powerful energy of Krishna, the most powerful expansion of Krishna is time factor, time element. Okay. No one can surpass time. Okay. No one can surpass time. No one can be more powerful than time. Right? So, so there is Sagun Brahma and Nirgun Brahma. Nirgun Brahma means spiritual energy of Krishna because there is no Nirgun. Nirgun means beyond the gunas, beyond the three modes. So that is spiritual energy of Krishna, which is called Nirgun Brahma, because there is only one quality there, which is Krishna quality. In material energy, that is called Sagun Brahma. Sagun means Sagun. Gun means three gunas, three modes, and Sa means along with. So there are three modes in this material energy, and Sagun Brahma is this Pradhan or material energy of Krishna. So today's session was little technical, but yeah, if you want, you can listen again and again to understand all these things, because this will make things very clear about this Sankhya philosophy given by Bhagwan Kapil. So beautiful it is. If we can analyze it, if we can understand this perfectly, it's good to understand all these things, because people keep fighting. Who is great? Vishnu or Lord Shiva? No, they both are basically Lord Vishnu transforms himself into Lord Shiva. So always Vishnu is the source of Lord Shiva. So how can Lord Shiva be greater than Lord Vishnu? It's impossible. Right? There is qualitative difference. Right? There is qualitative difference between Lord Vishnu and Lord Shiva. So quality wise, the influence of three modes is not there in Lord Vishnu. Of course, it's not there in Lord Shiva also, but he associates with the three modes. Lord Vishnu never associates with the three modes, and Lord Vishnu is the source of Lord Shiva. So always Lord Vishnu is superior. So there is no point of fighting over all these things. Truth is truth. You can't change the truth. And that truth we can find only when we know this truth through parampara. That is the meaning of parampara. That is the meaning of receiving knowledge from our acharyas. Because they will never manipulate the truth. Now, this is Kali Yuga going on. So, everyone is manipulating the truth. These Mayavadi, foolish, nonsensical people, they keep, meddling with the truth. They keep manipulating the truth. That is why we have to receive knowledge from bona fide people. They are our great acharyas. And the greatest acharya is Lord Brahma, because he received knowledge directly from Krishna or Lord Vishnu. He received knowledge directly from Lord Vishnu. So no one can surpass Lord Brahma. First of all, he is the secondary creator, and he received knowledge directly from Lord Vishnu himself. Then Lord Brahma gave this knowledge to Narad Rishi, who is our second acharya. That Narad Rishi gave this knowledge to Vyasadev. Vyasadev is disciple of Narad Rishi, isn't it? So that is the meaning of parampara. Then after Vyasadev, there are so many acharyas. Madhvacharya, Akshobhya Tirth, like that so many. And 22nd acharya is our Lord. We are his soldiers. We are his devotees. We are devotees of the 22nd acharya. We are soldiers of 22nd acharya. Who is 22nd acharya? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Krishna himself. Krishna himself came in this sampradaya as 22nd acharya. Our sampradaya. Brahma sampradaya. Because why we say Brahma sampradaya? Because it begins from Lord Brahma. And then came Rupa Goswami. Right? And then this sampradaya was carried forward by Rupa Goswami, Narottam Das Thakur, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, AC Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. And now you all are receiving through your spiritual master, right? So this is how parampara is always there. Parampara will never stop. It will always be there eternally. Okay. Someone always will be there who will be carrying forward the parampara. Okay. So anyways, this is what we are seeing here. It was very important to understand these things, time element, through connection of Bhagavad Gita, Brahma Samhita, and Srimad Bhagavatam, because these three scriptures make our knowledge complete. Okay. So, and these three scriptures are the scriptures of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, because Bhagavad Gita is Krishna himself. Srimad Bhagavatam is about Krishna, and Brahma Samhita is Lord Brahma's scripture. So these three scriptures complete our knowledge about Krishna and about this whole creation. So those who are new to the channel can subscribe. All of you can like, comment, share. We'll stop here. We'll continue our discussion in the next session. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.